Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of this here fine audience of ours, welcome to Incoherent Ramblings with your host, Isaiah, aka Mo Busy. That's right, back for round 4 or 5, one of them, 4 or 5, whatever. Today, what are we going to be talking about? Who fucking knows? Oh, sorry, gotta cut that out, gotta bleep that. First 30 seconds of a YouTube video, apparently you're not supposed to swear, so let's bleep that out, huh? Anywho, so yeah, today, I honestly have no freaking idea what I'm going to talk about. I normally don't, but I'll have a vague idea of oh, that'd be fun to talk about, and then I kind of go off from there, which I guess isn't really all that different because, like I said, today I don't really have a route to go in, but I do know that I can just keep talking, and eventually I'll find a route and go in that direction, which is the fun part of Incoherent Ramblings. It just allows me to ramble on. That was a bad rambling sound. I don't know. Chicken sounds. Whatever. It just allows me to ramble on and let these brain juices flow as they should, right? So, what should I talk about? Oh, actually, I do have something I want to talk about. I have an example right here. One sec. So, every Halloween, I've gotten into the habit of making masks, right? Just for funsies, paper mache, jazz, but it's never been anything too fancy. So here's one example. So far, I've done it every year for the past 3 years. It's been, consistent, but they're I just do it on Halloween, so I'm not a pro or anything. This is one of them. A little fun mask, right? Look at that. Ta-da! It's a fun mask, right? But now, I think I'm going to start trying to learn how to make actual good paper mache masks. Because, it's not bad, right? But you can see all the texture and whatnot from the paper mache. I'm going to put this on the side. So now, I kind of want to learn how to do paper mache with paper mache clay, right? So I've got the equipment. I've got the stuff that I need to make it. I'm just waiting for it to come in because, I Amazon, right? Gotta wait. But, yeah, so once that gets in, I want to try making some cool masks, maybe learn how to do some, mask mechanics. I figure making a moving jaw and top piece shouldn't be too difficult, right? It's just, I need a thing to make it move, right? I could probably use rubber bands and maybe, a hinge or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I think first I'm going to start off with maybe doing a half mask, right? And then I want to just learn how to use paper mache clay. Learn how to sand it up, make it all nice and smooth. I want to just learn how to make a nice looking paper mache mask because they look good, but they're the ones that I've made, they look very paper mache, right? But I want to learn how to make those ones that look like they're very, they're good, they're not necessarily made of paper, right? Paint it up, make it look fucking snazzy, That'd be awesome. I think that'd be sick, And so I got all this stuff coming. I'm gonna make some paper mache clay. And I'm going to make some cool masks. Now, with these masks, the previous masks that I've made, I never really had a plan, right? I just kind of wing it. I don't know. I just kind of wung it, right? And I went, okay, I'm just going to kind of design this out as I go and see how it goes, right? And it's usually gone pretty decently, right? I feel like each subsequent mask has gotten better. But now, I think I'm going to do the same thing, right? Kind of wing it a little bit. Maybe draw some plans for some future ones. But I've noticed I'm not good at drawing faces. I can draw goofy faces. I draw kind of abstract fun stuff. I'll maybe put 1 or 2 here so you can see it. But yeah, I'm not really good at drawing anything actual, right? Because I never really tried. Right? I've never tried really drawing people, actual people. Which I think I'm gonna start doing that. Maybe that'll be a video. I don't know. Me learning how to draw. That'd be cool, actually. Coming on up. Not right away. I don't know when. I've got a few ideas for videos. One of which I'm the clay thing, the making the mask. I think I'm gonna turn that into a video. That'll be fun. But yeah, man, I forgot what I said already. Gosh, dang, diddly goodness. Oh yeah, learning how to draw. That'd be cool. That'll be cool because I know how to I'm good with lines, right? I can make straight lines. I can make consistent lines. I usually draw with fountain pens. I've recently, well, I say recently, but in the past 2 years, I've been doing mostly digital just because I don't feel like buying all the stuff I need. And then also, just sometimes if I don't have a pen, I'm I don't know. I don't like drawing with normal pens. I like fountain pens just because I like seeing I like seeing the ink dry. Dude, I love fountain pens so much. I spent way too much money on fountain pens when I was in high school. I mean, like way too much. I spent $80 on one pen. I know, right? It was an okay pen. It wasn't worth $80. My favorite pen was a $20 pen. It was the TWSBI Eco. I need to find that. Dude, I'm so pissed that I don't know where it is. I might buy another, but like, I really want to find that old one because it's such a good pen. I love it. And it was like the first pen that I was already into pens way before that, but it was the first pen that I was like, I love this thing. This is amazing. You know, and it was a demonstrator pen. What that means is it's got a clear, you can see all the internals essentially. And it was beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful. And it's so smooth. I barely ever cleaned it. Whereas some of my other pens, you got to clean them pretty often. But that one, dude, I neglected the shit out of it, and it still worked like a fucking charm. It was amazing. I love pens. In high school, I wrote a whole essay about pens, about how I like pens and I collect pens. It was, I guess, kind of abstract again, because it was not like a regular essay. It was supposed to be like a college application essay, but like not actually. It was like a practice one. So I was like, oh, I can just go ham with this. I got a great grade on it, but it was kind of dumb in hindsight, right? Looking back on it, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't particularly good either, you know. But anyways, I wrote a whole essay on pens because I freaking love pens, dude. Oh, rollerball pens, succulent, you know. That's not a great word to use for that, but you know what I mean. Like, there's just like an in-between between like gel pens and fountain pens. I love it so much. Just watching I like good ink flow, you know. Good ink flow is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love watching the ink dry. I feel like I'm the type of guy that could actually find some satisfaction from watching paint dry, you know. I don't know, there's just something about it, watching it go from that lightly wet to very wet and shiny to lightly wet and then slowly fade into the like the matte kind of look. Gosh, it's so nice. It's so good. But yeah, also, did you know, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure ballpoint pens were made specifically for space. Call back, huh? Last episode, a lot of space stuff. But yeah, ballpoint pens, space pens. They're space pens. That's pretty cool. Oh, and maybe, I'm going off topic again. I'm thinking, maybe for a video soon, I might look into some cryptids, maybe some Native American ones, maybe not, because I did already do some research on some Native American ones. The problem with that comes into a lot of the stuff is either just, it's like made up stuff for movies or like very westernized, whereas the actual stories from the Native Americans aren't very well known because they're not actively shared. So a lot of the stuff you'll find is just like little bits of info, but not actual lore. And like most of the lore that you end up finding is, like I said, from movies and made up by directors and whatnot, or like writers, and it's not actually related to the original lore of the entity, right? So I may maybe do that. Maybe look into some more Native American or other, or just like American cryptids, or I might look into SCP videos. I might make an SCP video. That'd be fun. Maybe find like 3 or 4 SCPs that I like, short and sweet, or maybe find like 1 or 2 longer ones. You know, flex my voice acting abilities. I don't know if I've got any, but that'd be fun. You know, me and my sultry voice doing some SCP readings. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that'd be fun. Oh, wait, actually no, because I don't think he says this. Never mind. I was gonna mention. Actually, I'll show you anyways. My friend here. I'm gonna scoot by. So my friend, he hasn't been doing this for a while. I want him to get back into it. It'd be awesome. But for a while, he was making little plushies, right? And they were really cool. They were kind of like, they had kind of like a death-esque aesthetic, right? So like this one. It's a roadkill raccoon. It's a little cute raccoon that's been run over by a car. Look at that. Ain't that neat? Yeah, and I've got like 3 of these. I was going to make a little thing for him, but he never gave me his TikTok info, so I couldn't do that. Because he forgot the info. Anyways, yeah, but he also made like a little like bear whose head falls off. It's cool. It's cool. I hope he does more of that, but I really think that shit was sick. Dude, I love seeing like when my friends do like really cool stuff. That's awesome. I mean, who doesn't, obviously, right? That's just a cool thing. Oh, what do I want to talk about now? I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't really know. I'm just kind of blanking a little bit, you know? My head's going poof. Or is poof poof is the sound of disappearance. So it's going poof because the thoughts are disappearing, you know? And my brain often does that, really. Oh, look at that. Another topic, huh? My brain often does that. You know, a lot of times, and I think this is the same for most people, but you'll be sitting there. You're about to do something in one room. Like, oh, I need to go do that or grab something. You step out of the door frame. What the hell was I doing again? What was I? Well, I don't know. I guess I'll go back in. You go back in, right? You sit there for a few minutes, probably watching YouTube or TikTok or something, and you're thinking to yourself, man, what was I trying to do? Huh. Well, I guess nothing, I suppose. And then an hour later, when you've completely forgot about it, oh, that's what I was doing. I was doing that thing. And then you step out the door frame. What was I doing again? See, my brain does that a lot. It does that way too often, you know? Or I'll be in the middle of a conversation, something like this, except with another person. That's what a conversation is. It's talking, but to others. I don't do that too often. Anyways, I'll be in a conversation. I'll be like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, and... Nope, nothing. Sorry. Continue. Say something else so that I can lose this embarrassment, so that I can forget about it. I won't forget about it. I'll remember this for like a week straight, but at least I can pretend to forget about it because you've probably forgotten about it. Or if you haven't, at the very least, I can pretend that you have, you know? My brain's a wild, wacky thing. But then again, turns out I have ADHD, so, you know, that might be something to do with it. But then also, I think just normal human beings also have that problem on occasion. I don't think that's just an ADHD thing. I'm just going to use ADHD as an excuse because, why not? Yeah. So, you know. Anywho, I think my brain's running a little dry today. I think we're going to call it for now. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of this here audience. This has been your host, Isaiah, a.k.a. Mo Busy. Ciao.